Hey guys, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Ofer and I'm from Israel, and I'm giving a testimony about my recent year after the Iboga. I went to the root healing in Portugal on August last year, and oh boy, this incredible medicine that came to my life, and I can say that the integration and the missions that the Iboga showed me very clearly. I just finished them. Of course, not the work, but the homework. I went to the Iboga when I felt ready to put everything that still struggles inside of me behind. And after a few years of dealing and watching how the traumas in my life actually created a road, or even if I need to be more accurate, I was the one that created all those systems. I was the one that, for my protection as a child, invented systems that will protect me. But after a few years, now I understand that I didn't need these protections anymore. They were hurting me. And it was time to let them go. And the Iboga, she, this incredible medicine just showed me the levels of how the trauma made me create false beliefs, false sense of identity, and how I react to different situations until a day before the Iboga. And then I saw that I am being controlled by behavioral patterns and thinking that are just my creation. And ever since I got to feel how the trauma mechanism work and felt it on my flesh and my mind, how the medicine cured me from that. And now a year later, the year after that was actually feeling like I was rebirth. I was reborn as a child with just pure truth. And the last year was learning to live life 100% truth, and go back to my life, see the old challenges and old patterns, and not all patterns, but like all challenges and all relationship. But my attitude is different now. There is no more emotional attachment to things that hurt me. It's just something that once happened. The trauma is just a story. And the last year I learned how to live life. When they asked me after the first ceremony, what do you feel? I said in Portugal, I remember, I cried and I say, I didn't know who I am. And in the last year I learned who I am, and how am I cooperating with this world as me, and not as a being controlled by patterns of trauma. And things are started exploding in my life. In some part it wasn't easy, but it was never in doubt. It was never in doubt the truth is so obvious and people around me feel it, so I attract new things in my life. And I remember the trip in Africa. I have a billion of stories, but I remember I was there in the jungle and I was peeing shame and guilt. And then I understood that shame and guilt are my invention. I invented it. And boy, I want to recommend the Root Healing Center in Portugal. That was by far the most professional and deep experience of my life, with the most special people on planet Earth. Ever since I stepped inside, ever since I talked with Taylor and Steven and the guys on the phone, I saw the truth and it was calling me. And I went there for 8 days, and I went in one and I went out clean. And my relationship with my family are incredible. My brother, my sister, my mother, my father, my entire family, they started a personal development movement because they noticed what happened to me. And I attract new kind of people, truth people. And now, after finishing this birth part and starting doing the actual work and becoming a man, but a pure man, boy, I can talk about it for hours, but I think you got the message. And I cannot tell you enough how important it is to do it with the right set and setting. I met people who did medicines over here and over there. I felt like it was not completely wrapped. And I can tell you that with the root healing guys in the Portugal retreat center, it was 100% perfect. And I highly recommend that you go there if you feel the call. It's amazing. Yeah, the challenges are still coming, but you learn how to deal with them as you. With that, I'm going to wrap it up and hope you all have an incredible journey. And I know that I'm going to see you in the future, because people that go to Iboga have a special bond. And that's it, guys. I love you and I wish you all the best. And so we all become free. That's the story. And the medicine is just the most amazing, intelligent thing I've ever witnessed by far.